Hi guys! I'm finally back after my god knows how long hiatus. I wish I could stop blaming life for all of these really random, really long hiatuses, but I have no other excuse. Swim team took over my life second summer started. That's over now. And just a bunch of other stuff happened, and I got into the very deep, very dark world known as Tumblr. Now Tumblr, for those of you who don't know, is this like blogging site where pretty much all of the insanity and amazingness that is the internet comes together into one place. It's pretty awesome and pretty scary at the exact same time. But anyway, since I got onto Tumblr, I have gotten into a bunch of fandoms that revolve around TV shows. And so today I'm going to give you guys a list of the do's and don'ts of surviving in a fandom. Let's see how this works. And for the sake of the length of this video, I'm only going to be doing the fandoms that I am currently in or know a lot about, so if I miss your fandom, I'm really sorry. And so the first fandom we're going to address are the Wayward Sons and Daughters, which is the fandom of the TV show Supernatural. Do point out old cars to us. Now some Wayward Sons and Daughters don't really care about this. I am one of those that do. I have developed a huge fetish for old classic cars, and it has almost gotten out of control. Whenever I see an old car driving down the road, I get so excited. I remember once I was coming off the freeway and I was waiting at a stoplight, and right up next to me comes this 1967 Chevy Impala, and I got so excited that I didn't even see that the light had changed and everyone was waiting for me to go. Do give us pie. So for those of you who watch the show, you'll know that there's one character who loves pie. Yeah, just give us pie. Don't mess with ships. Now I know that in all fandoms there are always a lot of ships that some people fight over and some people don't. In the Supernatural fandom, there are two really big ships. There is Destiel and Wincest. Some people think that Wincest is really weird, and some people think that Destiel is really weird, and our ship wars are freaking terrible. So if you would like to retain your sanity, do not mess with our ships, ever. Moving on, our next fandom is the Whovians, which is the fandom for Doctor Who. Do drop friendly references whenever you can. This is something like when you're walking down the street and you see something that you really like, you'll say, "Fantastic!" Or maybe when you're about to go someplace and you're about to actually move, you go, "Allons-y!" or "Geronimo!" It shows us Whovians that you actually care about what we watch, and it makes us feel very, very happy. Don't try to scare us with references. Now this has actually happened to me, and it scared me so much that I did not watch an episode of Doctor Who for weeks. One night, I was at my desk doing homework, not really thinking about much, just doing homework. I looked at my phone and it was one of my non-Whovian friends, and I picked it up and I said hello, and the first thing I hear is, "Are you my mommy?" And for non-Whovians, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but as Whovians, that is a very scary reference. And so when I heard that, I almost broke my phone because I threw it so hard against the wall. Now we are going to go on to the Fannibals, which is the fandom for Hannibal. The only two guidelines I have for this show: who actually watched the show before judging it. When I first heard about the show, I thought that it was the craziest show ever. I have not actually seen it, but I'm not actually going to tell you guys what I feel about it because I'm probably going to upset some Fannibals, which ties into my other guideline: don't be rude to them. Fannibals watch a show about a character who eats rude people. Just let that sink in. And last but not least, the Potterheads, which, as everybody knows, is the fandom for Harry Potter. Now this first guideline sounds a little biased because I'm actually in the Harry Potter fandom, and that guideline is, do agree that Harry Potter was awesome. Even if you don't actually agree with that fact, the Harry Potter franchise, it defined a generation. You can't deny that that's pretty awesome. That's all I'm saying. And finally, don't remind us that the franchise is over. Just don't. Let us live in our fantasy world that there's still another book coming. Just let us. And besides, if you do that, I will freaking Avada Kedavra your ass. And the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with is just some general guidelines for fandoms. And those two guidelines are, don't judge the fandom by the fan, and don't judge the fan by the fandom. Okay, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'm definitely going to start making videos on a regular basis now, so please just bear with me. I will try and crank out videos every week. And that's it. So thank you guys for sticking with me, and take care of yourselves.